tell us your story. What
Yes.
happened?
So I went to Cowboys.
Bad choice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bad choice. Cowboys holds what's called, by some people, midget wrestling. All right.
It is what the event is called.
That's just the term of
It is
the
what
sport.
the event is called. Okay. The event is called midget wrestling. So I went by myself, which is never a good idea. You don't go to Cowboys by yourself.
Well, it doesn't sound safe.
Well, during the so-called event, they also had quarter beer night.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, all right, I'm going to go get fucked up on Bud Light and watch some wrestling.
Second mistake.
It's not wrestling, it's wrestling in the South,
Mhm.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there's 9 wrestlers of the short variety, and they have 2 different card girls of the short variety.
Right.
Naturally, yeah. I know.
Of
course.
One's a nice blonde, and the other one's a brunette.
Okay.
I'm sitting at the bar watching the wrestling, minding my own business, when the blonde, short person comes over and climbs up the stool and sits beside me.
All right.
Okay.
She orders a Bud Light. Still quarter beer night at this point. Quarter beer night goes from 7 to 9.
Mhm.
So she sees me drinking a Bud Light.
A quarter beer night starts early.
Quarter beer night starts at 7, ends at 9. Anyway, she sees me drinking a Bud Light, and she goes, "Oh, look at that. We're drinking the same thing." I'm like, "Yeah, I like Bud Light." She goes, "It's the only thing I drink." I'm like, "Okay, I drink a lot of things, but Bud Light's my favorite." So we spend like the next 15 minutes talking about just random bullshit. How'd you get into this? Yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so the wrestling stops for like a break or whatever. And like I said, she's been sitting there with me for like 15 minutes. And a couple of the short wrestlers come over and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just making conversation." The dude goes, "That's my woman. Quit talking to her." I said, by this point, I'm like, I don't know, $2.50 into Bud Light.
Like, quarter
Damn, that's a
beer.
lot.
That's
That's a lot of Bud Light.
That's a lot of
That's a
Bud
lot of-
Light.
yeah. that's
So
a
I
lot.
politely tell the guy, "Shut the fuck up. She can do what she won't."
Uh-huh.
He doesn't fucking like that.
Yeah.
Him and his buddies start fucking yelling at me. Of course, $2.50 into Bud Light, I start yelling back. We get in a tussle.
Wait, like a proper fight or
Like a proper fight. They pulled
Whoa,
my bar
okay.
stool out. They made a chain gang. Each one grabbed onto the other one. They pulled my bar stool out from under me. I hit the ground. The next thing you know, I'm getting dogpiled on by masked short people wrestling.
Short people.
But like you
Yes.
weren't even. You were just like having a nice conversation with a person. Like
And they start whooping my ass. Now, I didn't think these people could actually throw punches, but it ain't like getting hit with a teddy bear, okay?
I mean, low center of gravity.
I managed
fucked up,
to.
dude.
I
Probably
did fuck
good.
up.
Probably pretty decent upper body strength.
I managed
Yeah.
to get a good couple punches in before the bouncers come and pull them off of me, and then they kicked me out of Cowboys.
Well, of course they're gonna kick you out. Yeah.
So that's how
Yeah,
I got my
makes
ass
sense.
whooped by 9 short people wrestlers.
Wow.
wow, Matt. Did you learn something?
Besides, don't go into Cowboys alone.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't go
Yeah.
into Cowboys
Okay.
alone. The blonde was hot.
That's a good lesson to know. Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, be careful talking to hot blondes at Cowboys.
Yeah. Hot blondes, no matter what size, they're always trouble, guys.
All right.
There are no soldiers in Zeon, so we are certain to be victorious in this war!
All right, guys, it's been a while. We've been doing the Zeke group for 3 episodes now.
Yeah, those
we're gonna be doing you
bastards.
guys for 3 episodes. This is the first episode back from the break too. So say we took a break because Dallas had a hectic schedule, so we didn't release for 1 episode. So to the listeners, it's like they missed a week effectively.
Oh, damn.
So welcome back everyone to Feddie Scum.
Woohoo!
Well, when we last left our Feddie group, y'all just got to space. Y'all launched into space.
We in
on the
space.
Astrius. Magellan class
Yeah.
Astrius. Under the command of McCaffrey. What do you guys remember? Give me a refresher, and then I'll fill in the gaps where y'all don't.
Traders, engine.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
About it.
Letters.
Yeah.
Lone Star running in the ship while it was launching.
Yeah, bad idea.
What's New Girl's name?
Val.
Yeah.
Valerie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah, Valerie, Niles, and Sean Knock, who's the new mechanic guy.
Shinnok.
Shinnok.
Like the Mortal Kombat character.
No,
No.
it's
Shinnok.
his name's just Sean.
Shinnok.
His last name's Knock.
Nice.
Okay.
That's super Mortal Kombat-y. Okay.
It's not Mortal Kombat. It's not what this is.
okay, come on.
All right, so you've arrived into space. You've actually pushed out way into orbit, and I think we ended on like the open vista of space. Now your mission, or the Magellan class Astrius's mission, is to intercept HLVs and resupplies going to Odessa Day, which is this big battle that's happening in the Middle East. So pretty much immediately when you entered into space, motherfucker, did you guys hear my doorbell ring?
Yes.
Did.
I'll be right back. Hold on. It was my neighbor from across the street. They gave me ice cream.
Fucking lucky.
Like, what kind of ice cream? And, like, what did you do to get it?
Is she single?
It's an older woman, and I think she
Ooh.
was having a birthday party for her, like, grandchildren.
All right, didn't answer the question. Is the ice cream gilf single or not?
I think she's single, yes. She lives across the street. I didn't do anything for it, though. I think it's just spare, and she knows I'm, like, a guy who lives alone. So she's like, hey, here's ice cream, Sonny.
That poor little boy, he needs ice cream. Sad, pathetic
He
loser.
doesn't get out very much. Let's include him.
I mean, he's doing nothing productive with his time other than talking with losers on the internet.
Can confirm.
You know, ice cream pretty good, though.
What kind? What flavor?
Yeah.
Mm.
Tell us about it, Adam.
It's, it looks like chocolate and vanilla, like homemade, like mixed together.
Dude.
And there's
Oh.
It's M&M's mixed in. It's really good.
Wow.
It'd be a lot better if it had raisins.
That's special.
Ew.
You ever notice that raisins are the best part of trail mix?
No.
No.
I never
They're all-
noticed that.
They're all salty and whatnot. It's good.
I used to like raisins. Then I grew up.
I'll agree that raisins in trail mix are better than regular raisins. Yes.
Well, your parents never abused you then.
Well, I'm not gonna get too distracted eating ice cream, but I am gonna be eating it during this episode. So sorry, viewers. I didn't mind control this old lady to come over and give me ice cream. It just happened. All right, so we're rolling with it. So you arrive into space, and the Astrius is heading full speed ahead, reaching up to full speed and then letting, space do its thing where you don't actually have to run your thrusters, you just maintain your speed.
Yeah.
Space. So that you can enter into the airspace?
Space. Yeah. Airspace space.
Low orbit above where Odessa Day is occurring. And this doesn't take a matter of hours after you arrived into space, and so you're not given much of a breather from getting used to the idea of like, oh wow, we're in space, and then it's like alarms are going off, and you're being told to go to the hangar immediately. You get pushed into your respective mobile suits. Lone Star, you're readying up in your Gundam, and then everyone else is readying up in your modified Gem district types that are have been modified for being space safe. So is the Pixie, by the way. The Pixie is not a space type mobile suit, naturally speaking. But you've all been modified with additional thrusters and burners, so you can get around in space a bit easier. And you've all been made basically space tight cockpit wise and given air systems and stuff, so you won't suffocate and die. You all have normal suits too.
Yeah, I got a hard suit on.
Yes, I gave you the choice between a normal suit and a hard suit. So you should have made note of that in your inventory, and that should affect your armor stat if you haven't haven't affected your armor stat. Increase your armor stat to what it says.
Is it the hard suit plus what our natural armor is, or?
No, that natural armor would have been just what clothing was. So if you just went with a normal suit, it's just going to be at where it's at. It's going to stay the same. If you went with a hard suit, you get basically an additional +1 on top of that.
My armor was 1, but my hard suit says +3. So are you lying to me, Adam?
It could have been that I told you the total was 3 and you wrote down +3. That would be my guess.
Also, what's my health? It's not 2, really, is it?
Yeah, no, your health's 2.
Oh, okay. That sounds bad.
It's not great. But also technically your light wound slot, moderate wound slot, and severe wound slot all count as health points as well. So
okay.
Yeah, so it's more like 5.
Okay.
Your health is more like 5. All right. So y'all been issued to your mobile suits, and a small window comes up when you're sitting in your cockpit, and it's McCaffrey.
Hey, McCaffrey. All right, team. Come here to, do what the mission is. So, you just get out there and, the ship's gonna be firing to support you guys, but some of those HLVs are gonna be a bit of a pain to track down, alright? Just make sure none of them get away. Alright, let's do it.
First to launch is going to be Mad Gun, who is commanding the squad. So you walk over to the catapult. So on the Magellan, in this little hangar area, you have a section that kind of lines up with a area where these huge doors open up, and you have places where the feet of the mobile suit are locked into place, and basically, along with boosting your thrusters, the catapult gets you up to a very high initial speed, launching you into space and sending you in the direction of the enemy with a good amount of momentum, so you're not just immediately shot while you're just leaving the hangar.
Is this when we say something like GM go?
Yeah, or whatever you want to say. Traditionally, it's Ichimasu! Or let's go, let's do this, stuff like that. So, Mad Gun, you step onto the hangar catapult thing in your gym.
Okay.
Now, your gym has been modified for space stuff. Like I said, it's going to be on sheet 2, and it's going to have all those same weapons pretty much.
See sheet 2.
On your character sheet down at the bottom, there's sheet 1 and sheet 2. Sheet 1 is...
I see.
Yeah. So sheet 2 is your gym sheets. So prior to you launching, as is kind of tradition, McCaffrey kind of connects comms with you, gives you a salute, and sends you off effectively. This is a fairly normal standard affair from what you understand from previous dealings of sorting in space.
All right, good luck out there, Kether.
This is fucking bullshit. Tell me to get in the robot and fucking go. See, you get in the fucking robot.
What was that?
I said, thank you, sir. I hate this fucking feeling. Launch.
All right. So you turn on your thrusters. Catapult releases you, and you slide down with a surprising amount of speed and force down the catapult. It kind of pushes you back into your cockpit a bit. Not crazy G-forces, but definitely not pleasant.
It's a lot better than being in the tin cod.
Probably, yes. And you are in the vacuum of space. Launched successfully. All right, so, Cat, pretty much the same thing happens to Tiny. You walk your gym out to the catapult. Your feet get locked in. And the screen comes up. McCaffrey's there.
All right, Dancer. Do good out there.
You got it, boss.
Don't let any of those Zeeks get out from under your aim, all right?
I wouldn't dream on it.
He salutes you. And you're off.
I'm gonna say something stupid. What should I say?
Yeah!
Yeah! And then just fucking slingshot it out.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yep, that's it.
All right,
That's what I say every time I launch.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, Lone Star. Same thing. You're now on the catapult in much the same manner that the others made it there. We're just going to say, for sake of narrative, that Cav will be launching after you. Valerie as well. Just so I don't
Okay.
have to do everyone's launch. Just get the players out of the way.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to you get locked into the catapult after the little mechanisms return for the feet, and you hunker down and begin heating up your thrusters. And the countdown begins to go, and the little screen comes up, and it's McCaffrey.
All right, Lone Star. You are in some serious hardware there. That's right. So, do not let it go to waste. You know how many strings I had to pull to let you keep that thing? I appreciate that, sir. I won't let you down. All right, don't fuck it up. All right, I won't.
Okay, and so during our travel, I gathered as much dirt and debris and trash as I could, and I put it in the hand of my my pixie, so I could throw it behind me as I launch.
Pixie dust.
That's horrible.
Wow.
That is the worst thing ever. Why would you do that?
It looks cool, right?
I think you could workshop it a little better.
It looks kind of cool, but there's also a lot of flaming trash in the hangar now, and a lot of the hangar staff are just like, "What the fuck?" And like coughing and trying to put it out and stuff. And
Oh yeah, I totally boosted their morale just now.
I think you made a lot of enemies on the ship. I think that's what you did. I think you just made a lot of annoyed mechanics, which isn't a first for you, honestly.
Yeah.
That's
He doesn't realize. He's like, wow,
pretty standard affair for you.
they're inspired right now.
Yeah. All right, Mad Gun. When you arrive out in space, you're just kind of floating in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, getting used to it.
Yeah, been a while, and never been up here in a mobile suit, so that's a first too. It's strange. It's very quiet, very peaceful, and you don't see any targets yet. And all you hear occasionally is the like you pick up stuff on your radar as Tiny, Lone Star, Valerie, and Cav all kind of pop up respectively after a few minutes, also being launched in the same area. So you're all there now, kind of in the position you need to be in space. Once again, your mission, intercepting HLVs that are retreating from Odessa and any attempts to resupply Odessa from low orbit. So, yeah, it's an interception mission from a pretty wide area on Earth. So how do you guys want to approach this?
I want to see if there's anything happening, if I notice any movement in the distance.
All right. So let's roll keen, optics, and awareness or tech, depending on what you want to do. If you want to rely more on your suit sensors and do some fancy stuff with tweaking your radar and your other various optics, I'll let you use technology.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I will say in the future, keep an eye on your archetype patterns and stuff. Well, this won't save you this time. If it was like a 14, it would save you. Like a tiny tweak would absolutely work here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, since we're coming into the final game, I'm going to be a little bit rougher on you guys. And so definitely rely on your archetype moves more and take advantage of them. There's also special moves that your suit has as well. The gems don't really apply to space here. So unless you get space-specific shit, you're not going to get much more out of your gem code district types up here. Gundam has a few that are noteworthy, though, under special moves. So make sure to make note of that. All right, so Tiny, you look using your optics, and yeah, you can't quite make out stuff. There doesn't seem anything immediately approaching from where you would expect it on Earth. So it doesn't seem like the enemy is here now. So it seems like you probably have some time to prepare.
All right. Let's see. Nothing going on. Okay. I'm just gonna ready my weapon. Let's see. What would be the best long range weapon? What is the BMG?
Big mobile gun.
That is effectively a machine gun for you. So that's effectively your longest range gun that you're going to have as a gem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna ready my machine gun and just kind of like try to be ready for when people do pop up on the horizon.
All right. Mad Gun, this is technically your show. How do you want to do it or give out orders to approach this this particular goal mission-wise? It's an interception mission, but you're not sure on the exact location. You're kind of just filling out a general location.
Go fast, I guess. Go fast, get it done.
Yes, sir.
So no
What
order?
does that mean? What does that mean?
Go fast. We gotta go
Get
fast.
it. You go fast, you get it done.
Together, with all due respect, so you're just saying get out there and do the thing?
Yep, pretty much. Get in there, get what we need to do, get the fuck out.
I like the way you strategize, Mad Gun.
All right, Val, will you hang behind me? Roger.
So you have Val covering you.
We can't get any more information?
I mean, you can either ask me, and I'll either tell you in character or out of character if it's something you should already know. So, what do you want to know?
Okay. How about an exact point of like where we're supposed to be?
Oh, well, y'all are there. I mean, you're not going to know exactly where the enemy is going to show up out of the HLVs. You just know that they're going to be launching from Earth from roughly the area of the operation of the Odessa Day event.
And we have 4 people to cover all this space.
It's a significant amount of space.
Yeah, no, space is fucking endless. I get that part.
Yes, yeah, but you're not covering all of space. You're just covering
This space of
this
space.
approximate area where if someone launched at a particular time range from Odessa, they would wind up roughly where you guys are at. You know, not exactly coming at you 1-to-1. They might be a little past you on one side or the other. So you might want to spread out. You might want to make a bit of a net, you know.
Can,
et cetera,
can we like somehow pinpoint a GPS spot on Earth
Uh-huh.
and then make a net based off that pinpoint?
Okay, well, you are effectively at the average now. So you are at what would be that pinpoint. You're at the center of that already. That is where you were deployed to. Okay? So if you want to form a net around your current point, then just give the order. You're the one in charge.
We're gonna make a net. Lone Star, you're a wild dog. I'm just gonna let you loose, and hopefully you'll end up doing the right thing.
Yes, sir.
Tiny, take Val and make a cordon on. Fuck, we're in space. I can't really give a fucking direction. Because my
That
left could
way.
be
Just
your
point.
like northeast. Yeah.
Just
all
point that
assume
way.
We're like facing the same
Mhm.
direction.
I pinpoint the coordinate. Send it to her and tell her to make a net away from me, but on that coordinate.
Yeah. So to make things easier, description wise, we are going to act, at least in areas of operation like this, as if space is 2-dimensional.
Okay,
Okay.
thank fucking God.
In terms of description, because this
Yeah.
is not, we don't have visuals here. There's no way I could help the viewer understand levels. So in individual combat, you can say you want to go under, you can say you want to go over, stuff like that perfectly makes sense. It works completely
But
fine.
as far as navigation,
But as far as as navigation goes, you're at the dead center. You can say, you can say, I'll take this flank. You take the left flank. You take the right flank. You take the north flank. You take the south flank. I understand.
Here's how I want this. I want me in the center.
Yeah.
I want Lone Star to my upper right, just playing
Alright.
ball in that area. He's just kicking the soccer ball, doing whatever the fuck he does. And I want Val and Tiny on my left upper and my bottom left, my left lower. That makes sense? So it
Mhm.
makes like a Y. It makes like a Y.
Hmm.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Lone Star
Yeah.
is the end of the Y. They're the tips. I'm the connecting point.
I see.
Got a good net. Where is Cav?
Ab's a fucking loose cannon. He's wherever the fuck he wants to be.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you're not gonna give orders to Cav.
Cav, do what you want, man.
All right, he
Next thing you know,
radios in.
he's just fucking star falling straight down to Earth. Let's go.
Well, so recently, you've noticed that Cav's attitude has been kind of doomer-esque, I guess would be the way of putting it.
I don't understand that. What does that mean?
Downer-ish. She's been downer-ish recently. There's been a few instances where you guys talked to him about stuff, and he's kind of been a little
He's not the same.
On the
not
emo side.
He's
a little on
broken.
the I'm upset side of things. So he kind of just pipes in and just like,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, so I usually give like a talk, right? Like a motivational speech.
Pep talk.
pep talk.
I think this is like some real shit. So, we could. Well, we're not gonna think about what the could be, but stay sharp out there, and it's been an honor to serve with you guys. So, let's make sure that we can do it for another day, right? Right.
Yeah, let's do it right and be done.
And Cav, man, stop crying in your fucking beer and I don't know, save that for later, but I need that fire ragey animal that you used to be. I kind of need him here today, so can you channel that for me?
What? I'm not, nah, fuck him. I'll handle him, alright? Don't worry about it.
Alright.
I was motivated by that speech. Thank you.
Alright, now stay sharp and don't, get distracted. Lone Star, I'm looking at you.
What? Oh, me? Oh, no, I won't be. Aim at bad guys, shoot 'em up, make 'em die, yeah. Cav gets it.
So, now that y'all are in position, the mission officially begins. The Astrius is kind of hanging back. It's being your second line, so if something gets past you, the Astrius is going to open up on it and hopefully take it down. The Astrius is your backup. It's your backup also because if, you don't want it to be firing into you, because that would suck, because it has these huge beam cannons. So it would probably kill you in 1 or 2 hits. Probably 1. Yeah, definitely 1 hit. So you don't want to be friendly fired by it.
Right,
It's definitely a thing that you only want to tell them to come in and help you with once you've already let something get past you and you've gotten away from it. And then you can be like, hey, how? And let it.
Or you just don't care anymore and you're just like, bring it.
Oh, yeah. Or you just let it fire at me and then risk the friendly fire. Sure. If you want to die that much.
Lone Star looks at Cav uncomfortably.
Hey, no ideas, huh?
Gazmo suits is purple and black largely with some gold highlights effectively.
Oh, nice.
He is readied out with his beam saber.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So yeah, you guys wait a bit, and honestly, like a lot of work like this, it's boring for a while, and not much happens. Because a lot of this kind of stuff is waiting.
Guys, this is boring.
Stay sharp, Lone Star. Hey, Val.
Yeah?
You've got some combat experience?
Some, but not much, honestly.
Did you at least do some simulations?
Well, most of my experience is actually from space, actually. Oh, nice.
Okay.
My simulations were mostly ground simulations.
How are you feeling?
Kind of nervous.
You missed out. Ground combat's fun.
Well, she experienced the real deal the other day, right, Val? I don't know if I'd call that ground combat. That was kind of like hand-to-hand. Oh, yeah.
Bar brawling.
Bar brawling. We know a little bit about that, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So the alarms start going off as stuff begins entering your radar. You get an incoming message from the Asterisk on all of your screens. And it pops up, and it's Niles.
Socks?
Yes. Well, yes and no.
I know.
Mr. Socks! I said stop calling me that. Right, the first HLV has confirmed launched. Should be able to see it now on your radar, and it's approaching you quite quickly. Make sure it goes down, and goes down in a way in which there will be no survivors. Can do.
You watch it on your radar as it gets closer and closer, and it finally comes within range. So the HLV it looks like a big fat rocket. It doesn't particularly look like it's meant for combat. And you're assuming it's not meant for combat.
Chode!
That's the first thing I say when I see it.
It has a chodish atmosphere to it,
Yeah.
indeed. Green chode.
Well, it is a chode. I mean, that is the technical terminology for it.
God.
Can we light it up?
Yes, you can. It is pinging a code at you. It is a code that you recognize as effectively a white flag code.
Oh, looks like they're surrendering.
White flag code.
Like a surrender code. You know, like a white flag.
Hey, Niles.
Yes. What do you need?
All right, we're coming up with white flags here. What do we do? What's the protocol?
Your mission hasn't changed.
He closes comms with you.
Understood.
I'm gonna start firing my machine gun.
Wait.
So wait, hold on
they're
now.
surrendering. Hold on. Wait a second. Are you sure about this? I try to interrupt her from shooting. Like,
Wait. They're surrendering. Are you sure this is the right call?
Yeah, how do we know these aren't civilians?
I have direct orders.
I don't know about this. This feels wrong.
What did it say in the mission brief? We are shooting down what?
Our mission is to shoot down HLVs filled with Xeon soldiers fleeing Odessa. We can't let them get these resources to space.
They're gonna be in space. What are they gonna do with it?
They're gonna prolong the war. Well, why don't we confiscate it? Why don't we just do it without killing these people?
Yeah, why don't we tell them to slow down, or we will blow them out? I ping them back, and I accept their white flag, but they have to stop. They have to stop. Basically, they can't go past us. They go past us. Let them know if they go past us, we will engage.
All right, is that the message you want to send?
All right, fine, Mad Gun. But if they keep moving, I'm shooting.
If they try to blow past us, blow them out of the sky. But the message I send is, this is Lieutenant Commander Jack Gether. I accept your surrender. Halt your ships. I don't know distance in space. I don't think they have a legitimate distance in space.
Just say kilometers.
I'm going to say 10 kilometers away and disengage all thrusters and weapons.
All right.
What happens, Adam?
He's eating fucking ice cream. He can't.
Sorry,
fucking
I'm eating
tell
ice cream. I want to.
A Gilf gave me ice cream. I have to eat it.
the captain of
I
the ship's
do.
just eating ice cream.
Sorry, I'm too busy eating ice cream to not die. That's too good, guys. All right. So you send out the message. There's a response from the captain. He wants to open comms with you.
I put up any electronic warfare firewalls I have, and then I open comms.
All right, we're stopped, and we're disengaged. Just, look, we got mostly wounded soldiers on here, and...
Sound like you got some ice cream in your throat. You okay?
Lots of ice cream supplies.
We're really low on ice cream.
Running low. Almost done.
Take your Dippin'
Takes a
Dots
few
and
more bites.
go.
Okay, we're done.
You understand by surrendering to me that you are now prisoners.
Yes.
All right. You agree to the terms. Any breach of these terms, I can't guarantee your safety.
Suddenly your comms get shut down. And interrupting your comms, clearly the one who shut it down is Niles from the main ship.
I hang up on him.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
You cold motherfucker, Mad Gun.
All the rest of you receive a call from the Astrius.
All right, Socks, what's going on?
Open fire on that HLV. You don't have the authority to negotiate a surrender, and we're not interested in it anyway.
I sent mine to voicemail.
Mad Gun, I don't know about this, right? I mean, we've been doing this cowboy shit for a while, and we just got back to, being actual soldiers instead of,
You know what got us back, though? Our cowboy shit.
I don't know that that's...
Yeah!
Oh, God. Mad Gun, what are we doing here? I guess, against my better judgment, you're the one who makes the call.
Tiny, I've been a soldier for most of my fucking life, and not once have I ever killed prisoners, wounded men, or women and children. And I'm not gonna start today. If I spend the rest of my life in a prison cell, I'll be fine with that, as long as I know I did the right thing.
All right.
Holy fucking shit, you should give speeches or something.
But the second that something starts to go wrong...
The second something goes wrong, don't hesitate. I'm taking the full blame for this.
All right, I just feel like this is a trap, so stay sharp, everyone.
All right.
Hey everyone, the Scum Summer giveaways are now over and we have contacted the winners. Thanks again to everyone who took time to share the post. And we got some new patrons. There's Alan Young, Steven Robinson, Vinyl Vagabond, and Trans A Gundam. Welcome guys, and be sure to stop by the Discord sometimes and hang out. If you too would like to support Dead Set Media and gain access to cool bonus content, be sure to become a patron on our Patreon. Link in the description. This is a cool time to be a patron also because we're developing a bunch of pilots for new shows and I've been posting them for like super early access to get your guys' feedback. We just released the pilot episode of Audio Arcade, the music podcast that I'm doing with Zach and our friend Josh. Each episode, we talk about a not very well-known band that might have had a big impact on music scene or did something else memorable. We're still too deep in the production of the series to have a release date locked in, but look for a promo or two in the near future if you're interested in that sort of thing. Also, speaking of music, Zach recently released his first original solo song called Rabbit Hole with a 1 and a 0 for the I and the O. I'll link it in the description for anyone interested in trappy pop punk musical fusion stuff. Just good music in general. All right, thanks guys, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
So, are you all going to approach this HLV?
I'll do it. It's my call. I'll do it.
I'll back you up.
I'm just gonna hang back and keep an eye open. Yeah.
Keep a good distance, but
Yeah, I'm following behind, just kind of at a safe distance.
All right, you approach the HLV. They don't seem to be, engaging with you hostily. Not that they have any weapon systems really on this thing outside of probably anti-personnel. So there's probably no way they could fight back until you try to do something with them, I would say. But they're not moving. They have stopped.
how many are there?
So it's just one large HLV. It probably has maybe 500 to 1,000 people on it.
I like how he peters off. It's only like
It's only like 500 to 1,000 people.
It's a lot. These things can carry mobile suits. That's how a lot of mobile suits originally arrived on Earth, is being dropped through HLVs. They can carry lots of troops too.
All right. Does it look like they're keeping their suit bays locked up, not opening up and anything?
Yeah, there's no movement on your end effectively that you can notice. There is, however, radar showing that there are more HLVs approaching your zone. And you all get a ping again from the Astrius.
I checked the ping.
All right, it's Niles.
Hello? Hello? Listen. Oh, you're breaking. Hello? Get here. Listen to me. I'm not going to fall for this, all right? Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Mitchell. Lieutenant Mitchell. Oh, God. You have been trusted with the pinnacle of Federation technology, even after you deserted, even after you've come back. Trust me in this. Fire on that HLV. We don't have time for this. Look, we're observing the situation, and they all seem non-hostile. They're all disarmed. They're non-hostile now, but they won't be for long, and we're in no position to take prisoners. We can't just kill them. Come on. This is war, Lieutenant.
That's what I was saying.
Someone who's seen as much of it as you should understand. If y'all don't start opening fire, in the next 5 minutes on those HLVs, I'm going to command the Astrius to open fire. You best be out of the way.
So he says that to you and anyone else who answered the call. So, anyone else answer the call?
Yep.
I did.
Both Val and Cav heard that as well.
You're right, okay? We've seen a lot of war. We've seen enough to know when this bloodshed's not worth it, when it's not right. And this is one of those times. Look, I'm sorry, Mr. Sox, we can't do it. So if you're gonna fire us, well, don't do that, but, First off, don't call me that. Secondly, you're only proving what I said to McCaffrey. What was that? That you're not cut out for this kind of work. Well, I've gotten this far, haven't I? By some miracle.
Other HLVs are arriving. 3 more, to be precise.
Well, maybe some other miracle will save us from this bullshit. I gotta go. Bye.
I hang up.
I pinged the 3 new HLVs with the same message I sent out. I stack the first HLV's message on it, and then I follow up with mine.
Okay, I see. They take a while to respond, because they have to kind of go
Space
through it
and
and obviously make the
The
decisions
speed of light
themselves.
messages
No,
are slow.
Not even space. No. It's just they have to decide, and they're realizing like, can we outrun them? How many Federation ships are there, etc. So, they're doing math. Quick math.
Plus 2 equals 4. Yes.
2 of the 3 new ones respond with that they're going to halt and not move anymore. One of the ones continues to move.
I want to open fire on that.
It begins firing off a distress signal.
Yeah, open fire on that one. Yeah, let's do it. I like Tiny's idea. Commander Dancer.
All right, everyone who's gonna open fire, give me, at this range anyways, without moving in, give me a keen of firearms and an optics +3. It's a big fat target.
All right, all 3 of mine were successful.
Yes, I opened fire. I have 8 successes with the bonus.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm using my SMG.
What is its profile? Is it burst? Hold on.
Yes, burst 5 times 5. What does that mean?
It means you get 5, you cap out at 5.
Okay.
All right, so you do a burst of 5 of those effectively.
Okay.
All right, y'all light up that HLV, and it begins basically sections of it start exploding and popping off and falling, catching on fire and splitting off in different directions. It's junked fairly easily. These aren't really like anything beyond sitting ducks, honestly. It's very easy to down these. So yeah, that one explodes. And the now 3 remaining ones remain motionless. The Astrius behind you is moving into position to fire.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Well,
I'm just thinking here, like, fuck.
Well, I want to move out of the way if I'm gonna be in the way of dying.
All right. You begin to move. Valerie follows you because you told her to cover you.
Mm-hmm.
Cav turns around from the HLVs and from the Astrius and goes full boost in a direction that seems to be just running the fuck away. You don't know where the fuck he's going. He just goes. And you're like,
Cav.
he's gone.
I try to communicate with him.
Hey, Cav. Where you going?
It comes out as very staticky because he's moving out of like the contact comms range, like laser comms range of you guys. But you can hear him through the static say something along the lines of,
We got enemies coming up on our rear.
I turn around and I guess ping. Like, do I see anything?
okay, I can do an optics test for you then. Similar to the one that Tiny did earlier. Give me a keen, tech, and optics. And then I'll give you it's a +3 because it's not like particularly hard for them to show up.
7. I needed an 8.
Cool, 1 success. Yes, there is an approaching ship, and in your system, it's coming up as a Musai class, a light cruiser and attack carrier. The Musai, from your knowledge, effectively just that. It is a battleship of sorts, space battleship that carries mobile suits, and probably carry 5 Zakus or so, maybe 6, 7.
All right.
If they've gutted it to carry more Zakus. So you know that it probably has mobile suits. And it also has 3 incredibly large mega particle cannons that are twin fires. So they have firepower that can rival the Astrius.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. And they, furthermore, through you looking at it, are responding to a distress call.
God damn it, we weren't fast enough.
I'm still near the first HLV, right?
Yes.
I stick my gigantic robot hand back near the engines and just squish, and then I move away.
Okay, so you just ruin a thruster on the back of the HLV. All right, yeah, I won't make you roll for that. You can just damage it pretty easily. It is just...
Don't want these guys trying to run away while I'm handling business.
That's a good idea.
I see.
I'll try to do the same to another one.
All right, Gether, what are we doing? What's happening?
Well, you see that big motherfucker right there?
Yeah.
It's coming. Get ready.
All right, guys. Let's do it.
So are we gonna want them to do anything, or it's not even gonna matter?
They might open fire on the HLVs. They might be more preoccupied with the Musai. You don't really know. They were positioning to shoot the HLVs, or at least you think so, because that seems to be what they were doing, changing position. But that was before you knew the Musai was approaching. They could be changing position to shoot the Musai.
Seems like with the Musai coming in and all of the HLVs immobilized, they would probably want to shift priorities, at least for now.
Yes. All right, so you bring up your SMGs and shoot the back thrusters of the other two HLVs, yes?
Yes.
All right, you destroy their thrusters. They ain't going anywhere. You have 3 motionless HLVs here.
I ping the Musai, or whatever the fuck it's called.
The Musai, all right?
No, not the Musai, our ship.
The
the Astrius, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Niles answers.
Lieutenant Commander,
Hey, dipshit, you see that big fucking thing heading this way?
we are adjusting to handle the Musai. Make sure you hold up your side of the mission as well.
Alright, don't get blown up, bitch. Hang up.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Mad Gun, you're my fucking hero, man.
No, kid, you're my hero.
Sheds a little tear.
All right, we can all kiss later. I'm just saying.
What? I don't want to do that. Silly.
Oh man.
Kid, if I don't make it, take my harmonica.
Really?
Jack.
Really.
Wow. Thanks, Mad Gun. Let's do this. I still hope you don't die.
All right. So the Musai opens up with a volley of fire. I'm gonna need each of you guys to roll to avoid it. The twin mega particle cannons of the Musai all let loose a volley of fire.
Targeting who?
Basically they're just targeting the rough grouping of all of you. They have 3 separate ones, so they can
Even
actually,
the HLVs?
No, they're coming.
I'm right beside the HLV, Adam.
They're
Hostage situation.
They're coming. I mean, unless you're trying to hide behind it.
No, I'm like right beside it, but I just didn't think they'd fire right on their own shit. That's kind of fucked up.
No, it's kind of splitting the difference between the Astrius and you guys. So actually, you make a good point. You're probably too close to fucking hit with it. But everyone else, give me a, we will say, poise, maneuver, and mobility at a +2.
Okay, I got 4 successes.
Woo.
13 out of 16.
All right, me too. Well, I got 11 out of 12, so that's good.
All right. The Musai fires, splitting some of its twin particle fire between you guys and the Astrius. Both Lone Star in the Gundam Pixie and Tiny in her space version of the gem called District Type handily evade large blasts that as they tear past you into space, you can tell just from the energy signature coming off of them that it would have been a one-hit kill. Like, this thing would have hit you and you would have died. Like this.
Jeez.
These are battleship cannons. These are huge. You see a few hit the Astrius, and then before you can even do anything, the Astrius returns fire and shoots back at the Musai. It does this without kind of threatening any of you guys. I guess good gunners on the Astrius' side.
Nice.
Suddenly, you're all getting an open comms ping from the captain of the Musai. It's a portly man with a big mustache.
Hey, it kind of looks familiar.
What?
How dare you hold wounded soldiers hostage? Let them go this once!
They surrendered, so they're prisoners of war. To be truthfully honest.
We will not let you take our wounded prisoner! Prepare to die!
Wait, who are you?
It's the captain of the Musai.
Yeah, what's his fucking name, dipshit?
Okay. Just making sure I'm more doing that. He's not gonna answer you.
That's pretty fucking rude.
He literally has calmed you more for a morale hit, if anything else, than actually communicating with you.
Oh god, my morale. No, whatever shall I do? Like I'm not already fucking drunk.
God. All right. The Musai, you see, has these little doors that open up, and basically their MS teams begin to launch.
Oh, we've got work to do.
Yeah, we do.
You see 3 Zakus come out of either side of the launch catapults in your direction of the Musai.
So 6 Zakus in total?
6 Zakus in total. And the last one coming out on the far right side of it, you see he gets launched from his catapult, and in mid-launch, as he begins opening fire at something you can't quite make out before your UI kicks in, and then gets cut in half by Cav.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
That's the animal I was hoping to see.
Come and fucking get it! Yeah, Kev!
Oh man, that bloodlust.
Well, that's what, five Zakus?
There are 5 remaining Zakus. I will call them 1 through 5.
So I'm guessing like Lone Star and Mad Gun are closest to them.
Yeah. Right now we're saying that since they launched in a formation, they're all pretty grouped together. You can pick ones to target specifically, either in melee or range. If you want to do melee, you're gonna have to move in closer. It might be a bit risky. You probably get shot at. Once you're engaged in close combat, the Musai probably won't fire on you. Probably. And the Musai is also obviously also a threat with its twin mega particle cannons. If they shoot you, it is pretty much donezo for the mobile suit that you were in.
Adam, I want to dive under. So if we're on a plane, I'm diving under the plane.
Got it.
Out of its cannon range, and I'm boosting towards it.
The Musai.
Yes.
All right, so you're boosting to the underside of the Musai. Okay, I will say that is going to be your turn, closing that distance. The Zakus will open fire at you, so you're going to have to do some more dodging.
Make it a grit roll.
I mean, you don't get to make that decision.
It's pretty. I'm just saying.
You got a pretty good argument for grit, honestly. Either grit or wrath. I would say grit just because it's a ballsy move. We'll say grit, maneuver, and mobility. And that's where you're gonna split it up. You're not gonna get a plus, because this is a lot of bullets. All the Zakus are pretty much opening fire on you. So this is a hail of anti-air. Think of it that way, pretty much.
I needed 10. I got 2.
What the fuck?
How did that happen?
Well, that's a
Sorry.
critical success. That's the maximum number of successes.
My bad. I'm gonna have to re-roll that because it's not making sense. My dice roller shows 3 dice. They're all in 1, but it says total 2. That's
wait,
weird.
yeah, that's impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So I don't know how it got. I don't know how it got 3 dice. They all say 1, and then the total says 2.
Just use Google Dice Roller.
What I'm using.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I re-rolled.
All right.
I got 7.
You might want to look up a different dice roller then.
Probably about to. That was kind of weird.
7, and your target was 10, you said?
10.
All right. That will be a total of 3 successes. You successfully evade all the oncoming Zaku fire as you dart between it, weaving in and out, and coming up pretty much underneath the Musai. Next turn, you'll be well positioned for whatever you want to do.
Nice.
Okay.
I want to attack first and do the early bird. I want to invoke my early bird skill and get a +1 since I'm attacking before Mad Gun did.
Cool. Okay. All right. Who are you attacking? Which number?
Number 4. He's looking like he's ready for it. Let's get him.
All right. You're going for number 4. It's kind of closer to the middle of the formation.
All right. I'm bursting towards him. I'm doing the Lone Star burst. I'm trying to get to him as fast as possible with my beam dagger.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right. So you're going after melee. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you are going to get shot at for that.
Okay.
So also make a grit maneuver mobility. Yes.
Okay.
And then roll flat.
All right. So that's 3 successes.
All right. You successfully managed to evade all the oncoming Zaku fire, specifically from the one that you are approaching and singling out. And you basically get within range of him to make that melee attack. So describe to me how you want to start your melee attack and then roll for it.
All right. I'm going to just full force slice at his cockpit.
All right, I'm going to say that's going to be a wrath, a fight, and you're going to be just leaning on that strength of your mobile suit, so reactor.
2 successes.
2 successes means 2 attacks with the beam daggers.
Nice. Do I get +1 on that attack?
Yes.
That's my early bird.
That's your early bird, yeah. All right, how many then?
Or that'd be 3 successes, yeah.
3? Yeah, okay, then 3 attacks. The pin basically completely bypasses the Zaku's armor. Yeah, so you boost up, avoiding all this fire as the Zaku fires at you. He's screaming. He lets out a scream all over laser comms that you can pick up where he says,
It's a Gundam!
As you approach him, beam daggers out, you stab and move around him and practically move through him as he explodes in one very fluid zigzag motion as you end the pilot's life.
All right.
Yeah. Well, it's a Gundam, so what
Gundam.
do you expect?
I've never really seen that before, so.
No, this is, by the way, to everyone else who hasn't seen this, Mad Gun did like some really cool shit in a gym, and you're like, wow, that's impressive. And then Lone Star does significantly cooler shit that seems even more effortless, but for the machine that he's piloting. So it's like Mad Gun's trying really hard and doing very well, but Lone Star seems to be hardly trying and doing incredibly well. So it just speaks to the strength of the machine, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a machine. He's talking about me.
it's just, the machine is doing that much work, and you are kind of getting everyone watching. You get a very good sense of like, oh, the time of very old skilled pilots is kind of over. You now rely on the new hot tech, like just this comparison, this day and night comparison. Even though the Jim Cole district type's not old by any means, it's just not special, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing too special about it. All right, Tiny, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take my range shot and still just try to remain far enough away, but so I guess I'm gonna fire my machine gun and you know.
All right, keen firearms optics then, and which target are you aiming for?
Whatever ones that co-pilot's not around. Not co-pilot, Lone Star. Sorry.
I was just thinking about co-pilot, man. That's crazy. That's so
co-pilot's
crazy.
not around any of them.
Dude.
I'll go after number 1. Okay, so that's a 10 out of 13. So does that make it 3? Yeah, 3
successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 successes, which is your max fire rate, but 2 of those were, let's say, additional 2 were Valerie's, so it's not going to go toward that. So yeah, it still caps out at 3. If you went over it, I would have given you 2 over it because it's Valerie joining in. All right, you lay into Zaku number 1, you said, firing shots at it, and Valerie opens fire with you, basically in sync. So as soon as she sees you fire, she locks onto the same target and opens fire as well. 3 of your rounds find their home on the Zaku and seem to do decent damage to it. It's still standing, though. It's still operational.
You suck.
All right, so that was Valerie, and Cav went first. All right, so Zaku team. Zaku 1's going to return fire at Tiny. How are you going to avoid? Are you just going to try to move in, close the distance, or just generally avoid?
I guess I'm going to maneuver. Like, I'm just going to fly a little bit up or something.
All right, there's poise, maneuver, mobility then. No bonuses, just flat.
I have a little notebook for this now because there needs to be math. I needed to roll a 10 and I rolled an 11.
All right, that's 1 failure. That means one of the hits gets through.
Actually, can I do something where I just give myself a little tiny tweak?
Ah, your archetype thing. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
All right. So you can say that you had an opportunity to work on the mobile suit before launch.
I just buffed it out a little bit.
Yeah, and it gave you
Nice.
the edge to avoid this damage just barely, pretty much. Yeah, it would have hit you, but it didn't. All right.
Heck yeah.
That was 1. So 2, 3, and 5, not 4, because 4 is dead. Basically, all see this blinding light come and blow up 4, which kind of distracts them from the fact that Mad Gun flanked them. And they are going to all open fire on you because you're a large threat, Lone Star.
All right.
So I'm going to need you. First off, tell me how you are going to attempt to evade this oncoming relentless amount of gunfire from pretty much all angles.
Well, where are... Okay, so they're like all around me?
Yeah, because you kind of aim for the middle of the formation, so they're pretty much all around you.
And they're all that's near me. Like they're the only thing near me right now. I'd say like within reach. Just the 3 Zakus.
Yes, yeah. You'd have to do like what Magun did in order to get to the Musai.
So I got my beam dagger out in front of me to like block any fire coming toward me, and I'm going to plunge down. I'm going to plunge downward, spinning as fast as I can, to hopefully deflect anything that comes shot downward toward me as I'm like plunging underneath them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Just like a spinning top spiraling downward.
Got it. All right. It's very poise heavy. So
Yes.
let's say poise, maneuver, that's the main pilot ability. So you're going to be doing maneuver a lot while in that. And you're relying on the mobility of the suit. No bonuses.
Oh, 1 success.
You manage to avoid the gunfire with that maneuver as all 3 kind of open fire on you, and you kind of just spin your way down out of it and moving into a position that would probably be advantageous to you later. Okay, Mad Gun, you've arrived under the Musai. It's big.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm scanning for the reactor for the gun.
All right. Well, so it's going to be one big reactor. It's going to be a reactor for the whole ship, pretty much. So the 2 main engines are those things to the side. A lot of the storage stuff is in the center, in between them, where they kind of stand it up as legs. So your reactors are going to also be in those things. So yeah, that would be your guess as to where they are at. Because that seems to be where it makes sense, close to the engines, in the back there. There's also the bridge, which is on top, which is a good, healthy, right out there target, oddly enough. So, what are you going to do with the reactors? There's 2 of them.
I haven't decided if I'm going to beam saber one or 90 BMG them.
Well, ultimately, it's up to you, but I will speak to you as a designer of the game, in that beam weapons have better penetration. And so when fighting something that is akin to a battleship, you probably want to lean on that penetration as much as possible, because it probably
7
has
penetration versus 6 penetration, but 7 penetration and I blow up with it.
fair. I guess the blowing up with it is fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the BMG first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll beam saber it.
All right. Which engine are you attacking? Left or right side? Or just keep it that simple.
The left one.
Got it. I'm just gonna lay into it. Yeah, give me Wrath, firearms, and optics, I guess. And it's a big target, so I'll give you a +2.
Optics +2 is 5. Wrath is 9. And 9 + 3 is 12. 9.
9. Oh, all right, cool. That's a good amount of successes. I think your gun caps off just at like 3. You get 3 that hit. They go in. They seem to pierce the armor, but you can't notice if it's done much damage to it. You guess you could just hold your cross your fingers and hope. Keep firing into it. See what happens.
And fuck it, keep going.
All right, Lone Star.
Yeah.
As you drill downwards, you notice that number 5 above you basically gets tackled in space by a blur of a mobile suit that you assume is Cav, and you hear him screaming in comms as he does it. 5 is effectively removed from the fight, leaving 2 and 3.
Oh, okay. All right. So after I did the downward spiral to evade fire, I'm immediately going to burst upward at 3 with my beam saber, kind of just going up from between the legs and through the cockpit if possible.
I'll make that Wrath again, also fight, and it seems like you're relying more on the strength and the mobility. So this time also reactor. No bonuses.
Oh, shit. 7 successes.
What the fuck?
I rolled
Y'all are
a
having
total of
all
9.
the luck, and the Zeke team's having all the worst luck.
Thanks, Zeke team, for taking all the bad luck.
All right. 7 successes. Another beam dagger attack that is just a flurry of hits as you just weave your way across this mobile suit. And it really doesn't stand a chance. You just tear it apart. There is number 2 left. That's it. He begins falling back to the Musai while firing at Lone Star.
How unsoiled are his pants?
On a scale of 1 to 10, very soiled.
Oh, okay.
Lone Star, you're gonna need to avoid that incoming fire.
All right. I'm thinking counterattack time. I'm thinking I'm gonna dodge while attacking. I want to kind of like spin to one side, and as I'm spinning to that side to dodge his fire, I'm revving up my arm to throw my beam saber at him. My beam dagger.
One of your beam daggers?
Yeah.
Just throwing it in space?
Just trying my best to just, launch it at his cockpit.
Give me wrath, fight, and mobility for this one.
5 successes.
Jesus Christ.
11 out of 15.
All right.
I feel like I beefed up Lone Star's character in all of these exact ways. Last time we upgraded our stats.
Yeah. Makes sense, though. Maneuver is the pilot skill. And you always wanted him to be a good pilot.
Exactly.
All right. So, you avoid the fire and throw a beam dagger at him. I'm just gonna, since that's not really an attack where you're outside of hitting, it's just going to do the flat damage effectively on hitting him. It sticks into him. And it seems like his Zaku is damaged now. Tiny, it is your turn. There's one remaining Zaku.
Okay.
It has a beam dagger stabbed into it now.
And his cockpit is filled with shit and piss.
That's unrelated to the attack.
Oh, God. Did you just... Okay. Well, I just want to fire my Vulcans towards it.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, just keen firearms and optics again. Vulcans aren't particularly accurate, but if you get a lot of successes on them, then, they're not that bad.
Okay. So I rolled a 14, but I needed an 11.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, you fire your Vulcans, and none of them hit. Just is fire sent in his direction as he is making his retreat toward the Musai. The Musai has adjusted its guns, and with most of its troops gone, it opens fire at all of you again, except for Madgun, who's underneath it.
Adgun, you're just like attached to its belly, just like you're just like a fucking tick.
Going to town down here.
All right, so I want everyone to roll again to avoid poise, maneuver, and mobility at a +2.
6 successes. It's the maneuver. It's got to be that.
I think it's 5 successes for me, maybe.
Nice.
All right, y'all both handily avoid another volley of instant death sent in your direction. Lucky you. And the asterisk, similar to the first time they fired, is apparently just recently recharging and re-aiming its shots, opens fire in return. And all these shots seem to collide with the Musai up and down the body of the light cruiser. Madgun, even friendly fire coming near you, hitting that engine.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell?
Yeah, it's not great. And you can actually tell that this
No, I didn't hear you because my cat stepped on my keyboard. It turned my fucking music like super duper high. I could not hear anything you just said. So what?
Friendly fire. The Asterius opened fire on the Musai and hit the engine that you were attacking.
Oh, cool.
It begins to be, it looks like it's melting down. What do you want to do?
Fly up behind it and go to the bridge.
All right, give me a, poise, maneuver, and mobility again to see if you get away without taking damage.
And I needed 7. I rolled 18. I rolled 666.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow. Okay. Well, the engine melts down and explodes, heavily damaging your gem, it seems. I'm gonna just reduce your armor here. This is your max armor in the darker color here. This is your armor here. You are here. Once that armor is down all the way, you start filling up these tracks and taking structural damage, which basically begins adding up. It works similar to the player character, just with more steps. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so it explodes, and you're hit by a good deal of the debris of an exploding engine.
Jesus.
I knew I could do it.
It rocks you quite significantly, but the engine is destroyed, and you are sent up in the direction behind the Musai a good bit. But it is worrying to any onlookers. They just kind of see your mobile suit get flung away in an explosion.
Mad gun!
Oh God!
I still got it. It'll be all right. You see me? I blew that up. You know that, right? That was me. That was me.
Fuck yeah!
Jack!
You did it! Yeah, it was you!
I'm gonna like fly towards him to try to help him out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that.
It is dangerous for sure. All right, so Lone Star, you're over there. I'll say, yeah, you have time to get over there.
All right.
Cav finishes up with that one Zaku that he tackled. Seems that he has beam sabered a hole through a cockpit, probably handled well. There is one Zaku that's desperately trying to get back into the Musai.
Is Cav going after him?
Yeah, he's not doing so hot, and Cav seems to have taken notice of him. And the Zaku heads back into the side entryway of the Musai. And Cav follows him into the Musai.
Oh, yeah.
Come here, you little bitch!
Classic.
Oh God.
So the Astrius fires another volley at the Musai. And these hits collide pretty much all in sync with the bridge. Just one after another. And the bridge is torn off the top of the Musai. It is safe to assume that this is a derelict now, and is everyone seems probably gonna be evacuating this ship pretty soon.
Hopefully, Cav.
Well, yeah, hopefully Cav. One would hope. All right, Lone Star, you make it to Mad Gun, who was flung a bit away.
Hey, you right there, buddy?
You see me do it, kid?
Yeah, that was awesome, what you did. I knew you had it in you.
I could be kind of a wild goose or something.
Yeah.
My head
That's
hurts.
the term. All right, you wild goose. Let's get the fuck
Oh my
out of here.
god, it sounds so gay.
You
How
wild
are you?
goosey
How are you,
goose.
wild goosey goose.
I poke his what I think would be the nose
Of the gym?
of the gym with my pixie. All right, you wild goose, like that.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. All right, let's go.
Val, how are you holding up?
Doing well. That was a lot more, faster than I expected.
You did good. You
Yeah.
did good.
That was good work.
You didn't die, so that's awesome.
Yep, that's an A+ in our book.
There's a ping from the Astrius.
Socks?
It is. Who's gonna
No,
answer
I'm
it?
answering to him as like
Oh, okay.
Socks,
Who's gonna
okay.
answer it outside of Tiny? Everyone gonna get it?
Yeah.
Hey, Socks.
I guess I'll pick up.
All right. He comes on to all of your guys' comm screens. He looks very miffed.
Hey, you're looking a
but
little miffed. You all right?
His voice isn't exactly showing it. It's still the same kind of monotone that it usually is.
Return to the original target. All the HLVs have launched mobile suits. What?
And as you kind of readjust to your original targets after focusing on the Musai, it seems like all the HLVs that you made stationary have kind of opened up and have deployed their own mobile suits. You can spot at least 10 signatures in that direction. Not all of them Zaku's either.
Oh fuck.
The Astrius is pivoting to open fire in that direction. Like,
I expect you'll actually follow orders this time, right, Lieutenant Commander Geller?
Well, now that we have a target, yeah.
Yeah, see, now's the good time to do that, okay? My speech earlier was still valid. It was a waste of time. Given enough experience, you'll realize that, Lone Star.
It was a waste of time, was it?
Yes.
Please explain to me how it was a waste of time.
Yeah, go on. We could open fire on them immediately.
I hang up on him.
Oh my god.
Kid, I might not be lieutenant commander much longer. So, you might want to learn what you can from me while you still can.
All right, I'm already looking up how to learn harmonica, so I'm gonna learn as much as I can.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I don't like some of the calls you made out there today, Mad Gun, but you got results. And I'm gonna respect that as long as I can.
Results win wars, I guess.
I guess anything's a result if you think about it.
Yeah, we're not saying good or bad. We're just saying results. Bar's pretty low for that saying. Who the fuck came up with that one?
I don't know.
Dead set medium.